take them off anyway. So, all right, you ready?
Hold on. Let me get the lineup.
Make sure you got all your stories together, man.
I don't have no stories. Let's do this thing, man.
Yeah. What's up, and welcome back to Bird Talk. I'm your host, Earl Knows It All, and of course, we got #1 Falcon fan and BeeWoo. I want to start with a little song first. How do I say goodbye? You looking like you're not too sad over there, man. I don't know if you're sad or happy, but we're gonna find out, BeeWoo. How you doing, man?
Hey, man. First off, let's not let these New Orleans Saints off the hook.
Okay, man. We'll get to that.
We gonna start. No. Let's talk about the real business at hand first before we get all the shenanigans. Let's talk about the real business at hand. Cause see, I know New Orleans thinking, oh man, hey, we ain't gonna worry about being swept. Y'all was swept this year.
Yeah.
So let's like we got some issues going on in the house, but let's just get them they just do first. We ain't gonna act like we don't know what time it is. Yeah, see y'all.
I get accused of not being a Falcon fan, which we're gonna get into that today too. But it's 2 days of the year, most definitely, that I'm a Falcon fan, and that's whenever they playing the Saints, man. So yeah, yesterday it was a beautiful day, man. A beautiful day in Atlanta. A sweep happened, and
it definitely happened. The sweep definitely happened. And see, I know these Saint fans want to tune in and listen and see us cry, but then what you gonna see first? What you gonna see first? We gonna let you know that y'all is 6-10 at the bottom of the division, and y'all got swept.
6-11. Don't let them lose the extra loss.
6-11. My bad. Y'all 6-11, and y'all got swept by the Atlanta Falcons. Cause see, I know, hey man, yeah, we got some issues, but we gonna let y'all hear about y'all first. Cause I know y'all ready to get in here and listen to us complain about what went wrong and how this was and who did what, and but yeah.
Hey, congratulations, Saints fan. Y'all still suck.
Yeah, man. Man. But y'all got swept, and y'all thought y'all were coming up here to Atlanta, and y'all gonna get some get back, and y'all got shook by Tyler Shook, and we all that. Y'all was on the 4-game winning streak. All that old kind of stuff went down.
Shut it down.
It got shut down.
Yeah.
It got shut down.
In true Saint fashion, man. Yeah.
I just wanted to get that out the way.
We most definitely got to do that, man.
Yeah, they want to get that out. Because, see, that's the kind of stuff that get lost in the mix, in the sauce, when you discussing family business. Everybody want to talk about what you and your brother got going on, and you and your sister and your mama and your daddy. They don't want to talk about what you did to them, though.
Yeah.
So, but we got that out the way. We got that out the way.
And speaking of family business, man, you must be a trained professional. As soon as I say that, he disappeared. So
yeah.
We're gonna bring on a special guest today, man. We had some fun in the back channels while we was discussing what we're gonna talk about with this show, and things are moving quite swiftly, of course. And we're gonna talk about the Falcons winning the NFC for the Carolina Panthers, not for themselves, but we're gonna bring on nephew to some, son to others. Khalil is here to join us. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today, man? I see you got your Falcon red on like your daddy.
We took to it, man. Raised them right.
The jury's still out on that, man. Raised them with a bunch of heartache, man. We can get into that today too, by the way.
Yeah,
how you doing, though, sir? Welcome to the show, man. Nice of you to join us.
I'm good.
Yeah, man. Well, we just talked about them Saints. You got anything you want to get off your chest about them sorry Saints, man? First and foremost, any shout outs to give?
The Aints.
Yeah, they most appropriately called the Aints.
As Jesus said, they said, "Who that? We that."
There you
We
go.
that.
You say who that? We say we that.
We that.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, it's Black Monday. I hate to use that term, but very appropriate today, man. Congratulations to the Panthers. Y'all suck. Y'all finna get beat by the Rams too. So, we just helped y'all out. But beautiful thing about that win, man, as we watched that game Saturday, watched Tampa Bay win, everything played out exactly how I thought it would, man. Old Baker Mayfield snuck out a victory, and from there, we broke their hearts, man. So it was a beautiful thing, man. And Carolina, we just setting y'all up for the kill too, man. Y'all should get beat, but surprise, man. After all of that, we've been talking about this last week. If you guys are watching, we had a show that said, "What does all this mean?" Got another victory. We tried to try to lay out what was gonna happen. If you watch the last 5 shows, we haven't had to kind of come up with some stuff since they've been eliminated. So I went back and did a little research, but finally, wrong one. Finally, the Falcons have decided to make a change, man. Sunday night, as the Sunday night game was going on, right after Raheem gave his speech or his press conference and said, "Hey, I expect to be here." There's some feedback on one of y'all. Mike, is that mine?
Yeah, somebody got some feedback.
Oh,
might be clear.
Right after Raheem gave his speech saying that he was expecting to be back, shook hands with Arthur Blank and, pardon me, I don't know the young Mr. Blank's name, but the son, who did not look like he was too pleased with Raheem, man. Should have told us something then, man. A couple hours later, Raheem and Terry Fontenot were let go of their duties as the head coach and GM. And fellas, I'm gonna clear out, man. How do y'all feel about this? What are y'all initial thoughts on this?
Well, I did not see what you talking about with Ra and the son. I missed that.
No.
So I don't know. But I'm gonna let Khalil, since he's our guest.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him have the floor on his thoughts of, should Ra still be here? Should Terry be here? Is that the lane you trying to take us
No,
down?
what are your initial thoughts? Were you happy with this? Are you upset? Are you sad? As a Falcon fan, this news has come out. How do you feel initially when you hear this? Man, are you upset that they got rid of whoever, or they kept them, or are you saying hooray, oh happy day, or what are your thoughts? How do you feel?
It was time to send Raw packing. He had 2 years. I mean, they laid everything out on the line for him, gave him everything he wanted, and we had the right players around us. We had some great young talent on defense. On paper, the best offense in the league.
Whew.
I mean,
too bad they don't play on paper.
The ball was in his hands. So
okay, so that sounds like one vote for Raw. Raw needs to be gone.
50-50 on that.
On Terry?
And that's okay, so hey, Khalil, that's okay. But let me step in, because I know the big bad wolf in the house, and he might want to try to terrify your thoughts.
Not
but
at all.
Never fear.
Falcon fans, man.
Hey, so if you've been watching Cover 2, because BirdTalk just started, but if you've been watching Cover 2, I told you when this went down, I'm like rooting for everybody that's black. I've been saying that. And and I still say that when you say what was your first initial thoughts, because now that it is all unfolded, we see that Rich McKay got shot too. So we think. So we think. So initial thought, I'm like, man, come on, Raw. You let us down because and, you know, the season has started to turn around. Things have started to turn around, and you know, I kind of thought, okay, I would have liked to see one more year with Raw, but then when you start bringing out, you know, all the evidence against Raw, when the firm came in, they brought the law firm in. And then they started showing exhibit A and B, C, and all. Like, man, he was like, yeah, you know, who was the number one, you know, that was the number one thing because that was trash from last year that we brought back into the house, you know, and instead of just emptying it out, we brought that back into the house again. But you know, I understand it because I'm a guy that try to understand all four corners of the room and see things from everybody's perspective. Um, but you know, when you look at Koo and you look at Rod and you look at him as a coach, you want to believe in your players. You want to believe in your players, and you want to have the trust of your players. But sometimes, you know, you just gotta part ways. And that's one because that was a problem from last year. It shouldn't have been carried on. It should have been some. It's for one with the cool thing. There should have been some competition came in from preseason. He should have been kicking preseason. That's one thing. But then when you look at the players that wanted to play for Raw, they played for him these last 3-4 games. Like man, it's kind of you know disheartening to see how it turned out. Do I blame Arthur Smith? I mean Arthur Blank for letting Rod go? Just like Khalil said, hey, you had everything you needed to get the job done. So I understand. My issue is the Terry Fontenot firing.
Mm.
Not a good move.
Don't go too far. We just want to know how you feeling this. We're gonna get to what your issue is with that, man. We're gonna get back to you. We're gonna make sure you get why you think it should have happened or shouldn't happen, what your issue is. For me, my initial feeling was shock. I couldn't believe when you sent the text over, Khalil, I said, man, who you seeing this? Where you seeing this at, man? Because I don't believe this.
Right. I think at that time we watching the Ravens game.
Ravens and Steelers game. Yeah. It was very unfalcon-like for this to be so swift. Now, I'm a person that predicted on this very show 4 weeks ago. I went back and looked at it that this is exactly what I would do if I was the person in charge, but I didn't think Arthur Blank had it in him, man. I even said that then. But, apparently one thing I did say was Arthur Blank is going to listen to the fans. So I think it's been a lot of chatter about Raheem. At one point,
problem one.
That probably is the problem. He listens to the fans a lot. The fans don't know what to do. That's the problem. But I think this still was an okay thing to do because, like you said, the evidence shows what Raheem is, man. He may have made that record look a little bit cleaner, but at one point he was 22 games under 500, I think, as a coach with the Falcons and Tampa Bay. It may be 15 or 16 games now that they ended with their little winning streak. All right. In the words of the great Bill Parcells, you are what your record says you are, man. So at some point, what are we going to do? Let him go 7-10, 8-9 again next year? I mean, so I was surprised that Arthur Blank actually did pull the trigger. But one thing I will say is Arthur Blank, he is a man who is definitely 83 years old because he still like to write them letters, man. And he wrote a letter way back when, Khalil. You might have been a kid when this happened on Monday night when Bobby Petrino left. He sent a little letter to the AJC and was like, I'm so embarrassed. This is going to change. And the last time he wrote that letter, some good things happened, man. Mr. Matt Ryan came and a little foreshadowing there. Who knows? But yeah, he wrote the letter this time again, and the rest is history, as they say. But yeah, man, I was surprised. Now I guess we can kick it back to you, BeeWoo, because you said Raheem, you understand. You know, maybe that you didn't agree with it, but you understand. But Terry, you don't think Terry should have been out, right? Now I want to put words in your mouth. What are your feelings on the Terry Fontenot fire?
No, Terry Fontenot should definitely still be the Falcons GM. For one, he's made a lot of great picks, and I was just looking at some of the picks that he had made as a Falcon, notable. Like I didn't even know. Let's just go back to Calvin Ridley. I didn't even know that was one of his guys. You know, despite
Putting that
however
on the
you
good
feel,
side?
despite however you feel, let's just go on what Calvin Ridley was for the Falcons and who he was up under Julio Jones and the dynamic player that he was coming out of college. Now, whatever transpired with the gambling and all that, that just was a notable pick. But the Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts first year, that's you can make all these faces you want to make, man.
Hey, you making your
Cal,
listen, man.
Cal,
Don't ever be my character witness because you're starting off a little shaky right now. But go ahead.
Kyle Pitts, you got and my phone would start acting up. You got Bijan, you got Drake, you got Aurora, you got
Yeah.
Pierce Jr., you got Walker, like you got all these guys here, Algier, like you picked on him about not getting things done or players, but you got all these great players on his team. This guy has never had a chance to hire a coach. These guys was already hired. It was not his decision. The first coach, when you look at past GMs that was here, Dimitrov been here. Man, I was a young, vibrant, youthful guy when Dimitrov was here, and
Yeah.
he overstayed his welcome. And he got all this long window, but Fontenot gets here. He gets to test drive because, like I said, Arthur Smith and him came in around. Yeah, I think he was already hired.
You got hired before him.
Right, Arthur
Yeah.
Smith. That's what I'm saying. Arthur Smith was already hired.
Yeah.
So then you don't really give him full command as a GM because he don't even get a chance to discuss things as a GM. So when you look at the product that this guy put on the field for you, it's a bad move to have gotten rid of him. And you know what? I'm just gonna tell you how I feel.
Hold
Because
on, because I think I know where you're going. We're gonna let you in
let's
with a
go
bang. Don't
Yeah,
I know what they say, sometimes you gotta play the hits. Slow down, man. You gotta play Negroes in Paris, the last song. Don't give them your hit right up front, man. We know where you're going with it. Let's slow down for a minute, man.
Yeah.
I know you're itching to play it, Kanye. But slow down, man.
Hey, let's go there.
The big payback. That's what you want to talk about, right?
I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna let y'all.
No, we got you. We're gonna let you get it off your chest. Believe me, I'm gonna let you get it off your chest.
Yeah.
All right, so Khalil, as far as Terry Fontenot, you said you was 50-50 on it. Yeah. I heard BeeWoo say he gave us Calvin Ridley. I wasn't expecting that. That was maybe don't start with Calvin Ridley. Start with Bijan and JPJ.
Hey, I just throw that in there.
And then throw it in there at the end, in case nobody don't hear it.
Notable.
But I ain't gonna front. I actually agree with you, man. I agree with you on a lot of the stuff you said, man. Even though you may think I don't hate Terry, I just know how the game go, man. Like, matter of fact, on this show, we told Terry back when, hey, man, blink 2 times if these folks, he didn't never blink, so we couldn't help him, man. We was on his side, but he was in a bad circumstance. Khalil, you said 50-50. are you kind of in line with what BeeWoo was saying as far as, you know, the draft picks? Or because it's one thing you did omit, and that's the reason he's probably fired, is they don't have a quarterback. Like, and you done took a couple shots at it. Now, whether that's his fault or Arthur Smith's fault, Arthur Smith already fired. Raheem fired too. So, I mean, everybody who's tried, who might have had a hand in these quarterbacks got fired, and you just happen to be involved too. So you got to get fired too, buddy. That's the way I look at it. But what do you think about this, Khalil?
Piggybacking off of what he said, as far as the draft picks, he brought the talent in. We wouldn't have the team that we had without him. I know everybody not really sold on Kyle Pitts. They think he should have been gone, but his first season here, he had an amazing season, record-breaking season. He had injuries that had him out, and then I believe once he came back, we didn't have a quarterback that can deliver him, get him the ball. As far as play calling, they want to have him out as a wide receiver because of, you know, his talent that he can do, but that's not his position. So I know certain, you know, routes and stuff may be accommodating for receivers and tight ends, but that's not his role. So he need to be running routes for tight ends, playing in that position, that slot. I know he had some troubles with the blocking in the run game that they had, as far as him and his what's the word I'm looking for? His work ethics. They feel like, you know, he wouldn't put in the work ethic, but, you know, the talent there, I believe he's very capable, as we've seen, you know, these last little couple games. And like I said, his first season is just, as far as, you know, the chemistry as far as with the quarterback. I believe once we get in a good quarterback, if we do, and, you know, good coaching staff that's going to call the correct plays for him, he'll be back how he was.
Yeah, I mean, that's like kind of saying the same thing. Like I said, BeeWoo trying to avoid, because he's trying to make his case for Mr. Fontenot. You got to, like, the name of the game, you got to hire the right coach, and you got to have a quarterback. Now, I agree with you 100%. Arthur Smith wasn't his hire. He was here before him. Now, some of this is on you, Terry, and I'm just going to talk to you as a black man, Terry. It's just me and you right now, man. Sometimes you may not need to take the job if folks ain't letting you, if they setting you up for failure. That's all I say. You might have been set up for failure, man. That's it. That's all, man. You know, you didn't get a chance to hire a coach. It's like, we're going to give you a position, but you're really not in charge, though. And then, I don't know if he hired Raheem or not. That was part of the problem. He wasn't at the press conference when Arthur Smith got fired. It was Rich McKay. We talking about you later on, Rich. And it was Arthur Blank sitting at the press conference. And people, the journalists in Atlanta were saying, hey, where's Terry Fontenot at? He's the GM. Why is he not here? Oh, he's back at Flowery Branch dealing with the team. Like, what sense do that make? And then you get Raheem. They talked about Belichick. They wound up Raheem. Neither one of them probably was going to make some shape, but we wanted to give Raheem a chance. Like you said, man, we room for everybody that's black. I thought Raheem maybe had learned something from being with the Rams and being with McVay, and they won the Super Bowl. Maybe he had some of that, you know, second time around, he was going to do things a little differently. But I think Raheem was a little too rah-rah, for lack of a better term, man. It's cool. You know, sometimes as the man in charge, people not going to like you, man. And I think the players did like him, except for McLeod. I don't think he liked him, I guess. But besides him, seemed like everybody liked him. You have to do the tough things sometimes and be okay to stand on that. You stood with Kirk Cousins last year too long and blew the season. And this year, I don't know whose call it was, but maybe it should be the head coach's call who's going to be the starting quarterback. Maybe you stuck with Michael Penix too long, or you didn't see that, hey, this is, you know, it's getting away from him, or, you know, maybe Kirk is still in a better position right now. Because initially, if you listen to that press conference with Terry, he said, hey, I hope 4 years from now, and this is something that probably got Terry fired too. 4 years from now, I hope we haven't even had to play Michael Penix Jr. I hope that'll be a good problem if we ain't even had to play him. And Kirk Cousins has played out his contract. Well, it went 4 months, but it was closer to 4 months than 4 years that Michael Penix took over at quarterback. So that was always gonna shoot him in the foot, man. And I don't know, and I would love to hear now, and maybe he won't say something because he still want to have a job in the NFL, and these people is the good old boys club, so I understand. But man, maybe he can send out a back signal, or he need to hire somebody like Rich Paul or somebody who can speak on his behalf, who got a podcast on to be like, man, you know what? They screwed my guy or something, because we've never heard Terry talk about if he signed off on drafting the quarterback and spending $100 million on the quarterback, because at that point it was going to be sink or swim, and that's what it seemed like it was. Like, if it didn't work, everybody was going to get fired, man. That's exactly what happened. Like, why set yourself up for that? That's my thing. And I think, unfortunately, he did a good job here as far as bringing in talent, but 5 years, no playoffs. That's pretty much what Arthur Blank said. The last few years, we ain't been successful. Arthur Blank, you know, we got a little brother, right? And when I talk to my little brother, I say, hey, man, you ain't going to have the wiggle room and all us had when we was young, because your mama a little older now, so, you know, you going to have to, like, get it together quick. Arthur Blank, 83 years old, man. He ain't got time to play around. Like, that was 20 years ago when Dimitrov was here, so, yeah, he might have had a longer leash, but now I'm trying to see something happen before I check out of here. Unfortunately, let's just keep it real. And I want to bring a championship to Atlanta while I'm here, that I can celebrate it and be celebrated for it. So that's why the last couple of years you keep seeing all this turnover and all that, because I think Arthur Blank does want to win. He just don't know how to do it, though. He's grasping for straws.
And I'm gonna stop you right there, because you say you see all this turnover, but you kind of building something, and you got to be patient. When making a perfect cake, you got to be patient. Like, you know, when this thing turned around, we thinking, okay, everybody coming back except the offensive coordinator. That's what we thinking. Everybody coming back except Zach, and maybe the special teams coach. And I don't know what happened with special teams this year, because special teams was actually pretty good or decent last year outside of the kicking issues. But that is another reason that we cannot successfully build anything here, because you haven't been patient with coaches long enough to get things in place. Because guess what? Whoever comes in here now, it's going to be the same song all over again. It'll be the same song all over again, whether y'all know it or not. You know, you cheer on, you know, Matty Ice coming in and learning how to ride a bicycle. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing again for the next three. When Penix came in and he was a failure, I said, hey, if this happened right here, and y'all saying that this guy cannot play with his back to the defense, then, you know, hey, why is he even here?
You said it was a good idea, man.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea. It's a great idea when it works.
Until it ain't.
Guess what? You look like a genius if it unfolded the way you anticipated in your brain. If it works out like that, oh man, everybody love you, and you the greatest GM of all time.
It was never gonna work out like
that. That's what was gonna happen. It's never gonna work out like that because you didn't scout right. You played yourself.
That's your job.
You played yourself. It could have been a great idea if the cocky idea that you had came up with would actually work for you. That was a cocky move. But when you start hearing stuff about, hey man, this guy can't play with it back to the defense. He can't play on the center. Oh man, what is he doing here? I heard somebody say on the way in, Michael Penix need to be in the Canadian Football League. Like, come on, man. If that's what this young lady thinks, then yeah, it was a disaster. And as a GM, that's where you are no longer employed right there, because the cocky move that you made, which could have been a grand slam, it could have been 2 grand slams back to back if you would have played your cards right. I don't know who's on the scout team with you eh, out there in Washington, who's seen what, but man, yeah, because the game Penix got hurt. I told both of y'all, I said, hey, I'm about ready to go get my Michael Penix jersey. This guy do everything y'all saying he can't do. I don't know why y'all say he couldn't throw down the field, because I seen him throwing down the field. You know, I know he had a big arm. Y'all say y'all didn't see any of that, but I don't know if we was
Now
watching the
you
same.
making stuff up. We
You know,
didn't.
I do got a Hulu subscription, so maybe, you know, hey, we see different things
You
on
got a
our
Hulu
TV.
subscription on your phone.
Hey, so we may
The offense
see
doesn't
different,
throw the ball to the middle of the field. That's what we said.
but we may see different things. But I seen a guy throw the ball down the field. But you know, when you talk about Fontenot, man, I think that's what, you know, got him out of here. And then, like, I don't like to get in the mix with the noise, because I know the more of us come in and say, hey, yeah, get rid of them, you already got the other people saying, hey, yeah, get rid of them. And so that's why I said, hey, no, I want to keep this brother here. I want to see him succeed, because I already know what he was working against. You know, sue me, man. Sue me. But hey, I think you messed up on that, you know. And you know, I can, like I said, to fire Raw, I understand. But to fire no, I don't get that. I don't get that.
Everybody got to go, man. It was a bonehead move. You keep saying it was cocky. It was stupid. Not to relitigate that.
It's only stupid because it didn't work.
Hey,
But
man.
if he had
Tell me it raining. I'm still wet.
if he
Whatever you
had
want.
hit the ball out the park, man, he's a genius right now.
So what would be hitting the ball out the park, though? I guess. Please explain.
If I mean, you just said it. You said the plan was for Kurt to come in here and ball out the first 2 seasons, and then Penix come in and take over the reign. That's what the plan was. Now, Raw, however, I don't know. Nobody ever chose to sit Kurt down and say, hey, man, Kurt, look, bro, you hurt. Let's just heal up for 2 or 3 games. If you know, are you hurt or are you injured? Like, let's just heal up for a few games, and then we're gonna give you the key back.
They didn't do that,
though. Kurt didn't keep it real.
Come on, man.
Kurt didn't keep it real.
They knew the man was hurt, man.
From that Nick show, he say he didn't tell nobody.
We all watched him play football. He threw for 500 yards 1 week and was hitting folks left and right. He got hit in the Saints game and he couldn't throw the ball 5 yards no more. Like, he ain't forget how to play football. And these people get paid millions of dollars to do this. So if they didn't know that something was wrong with him, they should have been fired then. Why do you want these people in charge if they didn't know that? This is what they get paid to do. It ain't like they like got a job somewhere like we do, and then they come in there and be like, "Oh, today I get to like run the football team."
So Raw should have been fired. But that's why I go back to say he should have been fired last year. But that's where I go back to say you kind of trusting your players to come through, and that's what bit you, because your player, if you being loyal to your players, then your players got to be loyal to you and say, hey, this is what's going on. Because guess what? I ain't seen that Kurt should have been scared of losing his job to Penix, because that's what I initially thought. Oh, Kurt's scared of Penix. Like, this boy must really be the guy. He gonna play injured, or was Kurt just too full of himself and not just say, hey.
It was incompetence. He knows these people are incompetent. They signed me, and then they drafted a quarterback 40 days later. These folks have no idea what they're doing. I can't trust these folks. And then Michael Penix on the sideline took out the game, looking like he lost his best friend. These folks don't know how to help me get better. That is the problem. So you have gotten rid of the problem of the people who don't know how to do that, don't have no direction, have no idea on what to do. Like, if your plan is we going to Miami, we're going to fly, you can't change the plan midway and say, oh, we're going to get off the plane and get a helicopter now. Do it like, no, keep going to Miami.
Why did he come here then? If he thought the Falcons and staff was so incompetent, why is he here?
Because they pay him $150 million. What do you mean?
No.
Why did he come here? And they told him he was going.
For the same reason.
You don't know them people. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same reason he left Minnesota, because they was drafting the quarterback. They told him they was getting the quarterback.
That's why he left. So why would he come here if they was drafting the quarterback? He wouldn't have came here. He literally left because they got JJ McCarthy.
Let's go back. The man played injured. We're not even talking about why he came here. The man played injured. He was incapable of leading and finishing the job.
He wasn't injured this year at the start of the season.
He was incapable of finishing the job last year, because that's what we talking about.
We not. You talking about that.
Capable of finishing the job, and he told them people, because we still on Terry Fontenot, why he's not here. He told them people that, hey, I am good. I ain't forget how to play quarterback. And we can see the follow through not there. He throwing interceptions left and right. Everybody in the city of Atlanta and across the NFL know, hey man, this man hurt. And he just keep hollering, oh, I'm not hurt. I'm good. I'm not, But that was not the case.
What did that got to do with Terry and Raheem though?
That's what we talking about. Did you lose what we was talking about? We're
not. You talking about Kirk Cousins? You keep bringing up Kirk Cousins' line.
We talking about nothing to do with Terry is not here. His downfalls. So that's how we got on the Kirk Cousins situation. And we're talking about the mismanagement of the organization. That's where we are.
Yeah. So after he was hurt, and your plan was to start him for at least 2 years, this is year 2. He ain't hurt no more. He came to the Super Bowl and said he was hurt. It's a new season. If your plan was to let him play and let Michael Penix sit, why did that plan change? At the very least, it should have been an open competition. It shouldn't have been Michael Penix is the quarterback. You paying the man $100 million. Let's see who the best quarterback is.
Okay, so now you want to fast forward to this year. The mismanagement of the organization for this year. If you failed last year, you're right. It should have been an open competition. But from what I see, what I analyze, there is no open competition because Michael Penix is clearly not ready to be an NFL starting quarterback. So it's not. That's where he's not.
He played good enough the last 3 games last year. That's why they thought they were going to start.
Telling me you cannot play on the center. Get in the comments and let me know if you agree with me. If you're telling me
you change your story now, you said we got to support.
If you cannot play on the center, then that's just like a center in the NBA talking about he can't rebound. You have no business here. If that's the narrative.
Who would be the people that know that he can't play on the center though?
I don't know. That's the narrative they
sold everybody. Why are we crying? Five of them. What are we talking about? That's the narrative. Good riddance.
So that's the narrative that they put out here. That hey, this guy can't play on the center.
That's the narrative who put out here.
That's the narrative in the city. That whoever put it out there, I don't know who put it out there.
Right,
the man can't play on the center.
All of this just means Arthur Blank got it right this time, in my opinion. Because if we saying all that, yeah, he should have been fired. Like, you drafted a quarterback who you didn't know if he could play or not. After you paid a man $100 million, by the way, you got to be fired, dog. Like, ain't no, you black, you could be green, yellow, orange, white.
This
run
has
the business,
nothing to
my G.
do. This man has nothing to do with the room for none of that. This is just has something to do with common sense at this point now. Because, like I said, we in agreement that hey, if Michael Penix cannot play on the center, then hey, he has no business. He has no business in the NFL. So I don't know, you know, if he can play on the center or not. We don't know that, but and I think you might have done froze up, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see. He talking about who he talking about log back in.
I guess he's talking about he logging back in because I had to sign out and come back in too because I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Oh, so you must kick them out then.
No, I refreshed it and
Oh, he's saying both of us froze, and now you froze.
I had to sign out and sign back in.
Yeah, that's what he talking about. We need to come back out and come back in. But he froze. Let me see how to go back out of here.
Why do they ain't on the stage? Man, where your dad and I went to?
I think I was talking about.
What?
Yeah, so just going back to this year, you know, and what had took place, it should have been open competition. It should have been open.
That's on management though, man. That's on the coaching and on management.
It should have been an open competition. So when you talk about, hey, because like I say, why was Kurt fearful of Penix? Because if Penix can't play on the center, then why is he in the NFL? I mean, Khalil, do you agree with me?
Yeah, you got to be able to do the basics, the fundamentals. Got to.
Yeah,
But
I mean
I don't believe Kurt was fearful of losing his position. I just feel as Kurt didn't want to give up his position.
but you wasn't gonna give up.
He already gave up.
What you mean?
No.
It's my way or the highway.
Let me take y'all young fellas in school y'all for a minute, man. This is the senior man in the room. NFL superstar. You think if he would have came in and told them people, hey, I know we in the midst of the division playoff run, and we trying to make the playoff. But hey, man, that Saints game, I hurt my shoulder. We might have to throw young boy in here for a minute, and I might need a few weeks to get this thing right. Okay, Kurt, yeah, ain't no problem, man. Let's go try out the new toy.
The player is never gonna give up his position, man.
He ain't giving up his position.
Go ask. You know who Joe Flacco is? Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens, and Lamar Jackson was sitting on the bench, and they put Lamar Jackson in, and Joe Flacco has been bouncing around the NFL since then.
I say this then. Michael Penix can play on the center, and then that's just a false narrative because I hadn't seen anything that warned Kirk Cousins supposedly be scared of losing his position, is what y'all trying to tell me. I ain't
What
seen
you mean
anything.
they took his
I ain't
job from
seen,
him? What are you talking
I
about?
ain't seen anything that warrants that Michael Penix is better than Kirk Cousins.
The fact that the
I ain't
people
seen it.
drafted him and they want, like, I don't think you understand how the NFL works. You've been watching for a long time, but I don't
It's
think you
not about
understand how
how
it works.
the NFL
It is how the
works.
NFL works. If you have a first round quarterback, it's his job. He's going to have the job. As soon as you let him have the job, it's his job, buddy. That's it.
Not paying a guy that type of money. Not paying. We're not talking about Desmond Ritter.
That's why it's stupid. It's a first round pick, not a third round pick.
We're not talking about Desmond Ritter.
It's a first round pick.
Desmond Ritter play over Mariota. We're not talking about that.
Yes, we are. We're talking about
Desmond Ritter over Mariota.
Why did y'all draft this guy?
We're talking about a proven winner in the NFL losing his job to a rookie.
Okay, you didn't like Joe Flacco. Have you ever heard of Brett Favre before?
Brett Favre,
Super Bowl, most touchdowns in NFL history.
So
they drafted the quarterback in the first round. Brett Favre said, "Trade me. I don't want to be here no more." Green Bay legend. He had Kirk Cousins even never played no game for the Falcons, man.
He can play on the center.
I don't care about that. Why you keep bringing that up? That don't matter. We're talking about why. That don't matter. What are you talking about? We're talking about the Falcons' incompetence. It don't matter if he can play on the center or not.
Because the guy was better than him.
If you draft a quarterback in the first round, he's going to play. I just gave you two examples of a Hall of Fame, all-time great Bryce Young and a Super Bowl winner in Flacco.
Did Bryce Young play in Carolina? Nope.
What you mean he played in Carolina?
When he came in and he started out and he lost his did he yeah, let's go with that.
Yes, he started. What do you mean?
But he lost his job. What's the QB name that was there?
Andy Dalton. He's the backup now. He doesn't have a job. No matter how sorry Bryce Young is, he's still start.
Bryce Young, let's just keep it real. Bryce Young did not take his job in the beginning.
It was never his job. What are you talking about?
Bryce Young did not.
He was keeping the seat warm for Bryce Young.
No.
Yes. What are you talking about? They didn't go get Andy Dalton to go win them no Super Bowl. You gonna teach this guy for a couple weeks, and then he gonna come in and play. And that's what they did.
You're trying to tell me that Penix was not gonna get a range back. You're trying to tell me Penix wasn't gonna get a range back. That's what you're trying to say. Bryce Young had to get it because Andy Dalton came in twice for Bryce Young 2 years ago. And maybe even last year.
Khalil, who's the quarterback of the Carolina Panthers? Am I losing my mind? Bryce Young is the quarterback for the Panthers, right? What are you talking about?
Come on, man. Let's not do that. We know he is now. Why? Time out.
Why is he the quarterback now? Why is he the quarterback now?
Khalil, let's go back to the season.
Why he the quarterback now? Why he the quarterback now?
Because he is ready.
Because he's a first round pick. That man just threw for 50 yards. He still sucks. He always suck because he can't play. But we drafted him in the first round, so he has to play. That's what happens when you draft a quarterback in the first round. It's been happening for 100 years in the NFL. What you don't understand about that? You're the only person who don't understand that. What are you talking about?
That is not what.
I hope we get a lot of viewers on
because
this.
You know why? You know why?
Set you straight, sir.
Why are we sitting here now talking about Penix was not even supposed to be here yet? He wasn't supposed to really be playing till this year, his third year.
The two geniuses that just got fired said that. That's why.
It was supposed to be Kirk Cousins for these 2 years. So
because the two geniuses who hired him said that, and then like I just said, not even 4 months later, he said 4 years later, hopefully it's not going to be, and it was barely 4 months, and he was the quarterback. So yeah, Kirk Cousins is not stupid. Kirk Cousins took somebody's job who was the quarterback, buddy. He took Robert Griffin's job. He knows how this works. Why? I just did this to somebody. Why would I allow that to happen to me? I'm not gonna say, "Hey, I'm hurt. Put him in."
It ain't gonna happen to you. because
it happened. You know what the proof is? It happened. Like, what do you mean?
It happened because they're idiots. Because the guy can't play on the
That's
center.
why I'm not going to tell you I'm hurt, because I'm working with idiots. Y'all drafted a quarterback right after y'all paid me $100. These people are idiots. I can't get the money back. I got to just figure them up.
Being drafted if he cannot play on the center. Bottom line.
All right, man. We can't beat a dead horse. Rich McKay is supposedly gone.
It's kind of the same situation that Cleveland going through.
What you mean with Shedeur them?
They paid Deshaun Watson all that money. Then they went to Joe Flacco next, and then they drafted Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur. And so they
guess who probably gonna be the quarterback next year? Deshaun Watson probably, because they still got to pay him. But the difference is they took Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round and Shedeur in the 5th round. A little different than the 1st round. If it's 1st round, you know the man gonna play. We're not wasting no 1st round pick. Now, these are the Falcons, so they could have wasted the 1st round pick on somebody. That was the whole point why everybody said it was stupid. Like, why are you drafting the quarterback in the 1st round if you have just paid one? That was the point. Maybe this was Rich McKay's fault, though. Who knows?
Stay in the box. Stay in the box.
Sometimes you have to stay in the box, man. You know what? That's just it. It's a box for a reason, man. Some of the stuff we got figured out. Like,
stay in the box.
It's 24 hours in a day. Somebody may say, man, I think we should have like 23 hours and 62 seconds. Like, nah, we done figured out the hour thing. It's 24 hours. That's cool. We don't got to reinvent that new. Some stuff just work. No need to do something innovative that's not going to work. When you innovate sometimes, you end up in the unemployment line. Go ask them if they wish they would have did that now.
How many years Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre?
2 years, I think.
Was Aaron Rodgers the 1st round pick? Did he take? Yeah, okay.
Are we comparing? How many starts did Aaron Rodgers make?
Did we know that though?
Did Brett Favre ever come out? Brett Favre had a consecutive record for starts or something, I think. Like he didn't say, "Hey, I'm hurt. I'm gonna come out today."
But he was a 1st round draft. Aaron Rodgers was a 1st round draft pick though.
Come on, man, you too smart for this.
Aaron Rodgers was a 1st round draft pick though. Yeah. So did he come play next year? Nope, he didn't. And you say 2 years, but I bet the difference probably a lot longer than 2 years. He sat behind Brett Favre. Yeah,
Brett Favre was never hurt.
Yeah. No. You're
not making no point. You just saying something. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, he's a 1st round draft pick. He gotta play. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Khalil, help me out again. Did Aaron Rodgers play quarterback for the Green Bay Packers? He played for like 20 years for them, right?
Not necessarily.
And maybe you didn't remember this, but
that's because you're a 1st round pick.
It's Googleable. Brett Favre asked for a trade because he knew he was going to be benched. What are you going to do about that?
He wasn't benched the 1st year. The 2nd year, like I said, Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre maybe 3 years. So yeah,
and he asked for a trade.
Okay, but you just
Brett Favre played there for 15 years and won the Super Bowl.
Let's not even talk about.
Let's not talk about it at all. We can move on to Rich.
Let's not talk about Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
We can move on to Rich.
Aaron Rodgers' predecessor. What was he?
Did Aaron Rodgers not ask for a trade? Like, I'm gonna shut up and just let you keep making my point. What are you talking about?
What was his predecessor? How long did his predecessor sit behind him?
All right, Khalil, I'm gonna ask you again. Who's the quarterback for Green Bay? Jordan Love, the quarter. Am I tripping? You making my point for me? You keep making my point for me.
That he has to play because he's a 1st round draft pick the next year. No, he doesn't.
That's not what I said, sir. You got one mouth and 2 ears for a reason. Listen, I said he's not going to say I'm hurt, put him in, because once the quarterback is the quarterback, he don't lose. Once the Packers made Jordan Love their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers had to get gone. Once the Packers made Aaron Rodgers their quarterback, Brett Favre had to get gone. The Falcons made your boy Michael Penix their quarterback. They named him the quarterback. And Kirk Cousins has to be traded. What you gonna get about that?
He ain't going nowhere. Kirk Cousins wasn't going nowhere though, man.
Because they couldn't trade him. They was the only dummies who paid him.
Hey,
I don't think Kirk played again if Penix didn't get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. They benched him in the 30-0 game and put Michael Penix right back out there the next week. Like, what are you talking about?
Saying Penix can play on the center. That's what y'all telling me. That's what I want.
Can't play on the center that I've seen.
I don't know what he can do.
That's why
if he didn't get hurt,
don't even matter.
I don't
know why
Kirk Cousins would have played again. Coming back in the game.
That's not the argument.
It's like, hey, let's keep moving along because we on the time restriction.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Rich McKay supposedly is gone. Seems like to me, what is that? 3-car money? Rich McKay getting moved over here. He's not the CEO anymore, is what Arthur Blank told us. We heard this story before when they got Thomas Dimitroff. So I say I was happy when I initially heard this because I heard Rich McKay was fired, but then I read the letter that Arthur Blank wrote, and he said Rich McKay is going to be working in other business endeavors with the Arthur Blank Foundation, which that's what he told us 10 years ago when they hired Dimitroff. So, I mean, whatever. I guess it's going to be the same thing again. Who knows, man? But, I was ready to make my return when I thought Rich McKay had been kicked to the curb, but it's more of the same, man. I don't know. To me, that's what this reads like to me. What are y'all thoughts on this? Do y'all really think Rich McKay is not going to have anything to do with the Falcons no more? Again. You didn't freeze up over there, did you, man?
I'm waiting. Who?
You.
No, I mean, like I said, this is what it is. When you have a guy, Rich McKay and Arthur Blank, friendship status, like you're never gonna be gone.
Apparently not.
You're never gonna be gone. You can hide it, but that's his boy.
You can't even hide it from us at this point. We've seen this before, man. We seen this literally.
That is his boy, and now he bringing in they new homie.
Mr. Beatles is the new CEO.
No, not even Mr. Beatles, because Mr. Beatles has already been there.
We're gonna clear out for you. Here you go.
Yeah.
He ain't hired yet.
But yeah, we gonna do the time prescriptions. We just gonna have to
enjoy yourself, man. Go ahead.
Trust ourselves. So yeah, no, Rich McKay, and this is clearly a Rich McKay and Arthur Blank production. This move right here that you see, folks, at the bottom of your screen. Matt Ryan. This is clearly their move. This
not official yet as of today.
This has Rich McKay and Arthur Blank sitting on the yacht. Hey, how you feel about bringing Matt Ryan in? And that way we can go ahead and say you don't even have anything to do with it, but you just kind of coach him up and you supervise him and give him some pointers on how you did things and how you started out. That's what I see.
I hope Matt Ryan got a little bit more cachet or power than Terry Fontenot had, because it seems like these people.
He's definitely gonna have more leeway.
Oh, this will be all right then. This will be all right then. If he can pick his own coach.
Let's not say that.
Well, you just said this is Rich McKay and Arthur Blank.
Definitely, yeah. This is their production.
Well, it's more the time then. Why would we think he's gonna have power?
If you're thinking that Matt Ryan is gonna come in being handicapped the way Fontenot was,
I wouldn't.
This is not.
I wouldn't have did what Fontenot did though. So I don't know.
This is not gonna be that. This is not gonna be that at all. They're gonna ask this fella how he feels about everything.
Well, if he's the president,
they're not gonna tell him how.
Nobody should ask him anything. He's the man in charge.
They're not gonna try to coach him into how he should feel. Come on now, let's be real.
So who are you gonna root for now, man? You still gonna be a Falcon fan after this?
Let's be real. Let's be real, people.
Has this made you change your Falcon fandom yet?
Let's be real, because we all know. Yeah,
What we all know.
yeah, we know. Matt Ryan not coming in this thing like this.
Hey, when I read that little letter to the fans, sound like the same thing to me, man. So I don't know nothing. Sound like the same old Falcon.
I just told you. Rich McKay is gonna usher him in.
He doing the same thing then. Then you gonna have the same result.
Sprinkle in with a little Matt. What you think?
That's the same thing they just did with Terry Fontenot.
No. Hey, Terry Fontenot came in like this. You couldn't even talk.
So how he draft the players then? Stumped them.
It's a video surfacing around. That I don't think off the blank too much knew about that draft pick. Or was it too heck? The Michael Penix? Yeah. Right after they announced that he got fired, it was a little video surfacing around.
Where off the blank wanted to choke him, man. That's what
I need to find this video.
That he wasn't too happy about that draft pick, or it was questionable about why they made it.
Arthur Blank might be smarter than I thought he was then, man. Maybe he was just letting these folks dig their own little hole.
You think Arthur Blank sat in that draft room and they said, hey, I'm taking a quarterback right here, and he said, go ahead. And Rich McKay said, go ahead.
Well, Rich McKay didn't have nothing to do with the draft.
Whoever. But you don't think that he had something to go and say, hey, yeah, go ahead and make that call. Come on now.
Not after you just spend all that money, I don't think so.
You think he sit there and say, yeah, go ahead and call Michael Penix and his family and tell him we gonna take him, or not? You think he didn't know that happened?
I got to see the video, but
yeah,
if he didn't know, I feel a lot better today. I'll put it that way. Now, I do think he should have fired everybody like right after that. He probably waited 2 years too late. But if I would have known and it was my team, I would have said, all y'all mom is fired. Like today, give me a new coach and a new GM today.
If this pick is as bad as we thought it is or think it is right now, I would have said, if you make this pick, you fired.
Well, they told him he found out when we found out, man. That's what I'm hearing. He was in the room like, what? Yeah, you know, Arthur Blank, old man. They probably thought, man, that old man don't know what's going on. Just make the pick. He ain't gonna know. So you think he's just putting this on?
I do not
putting this on somebody else now.
I do not think Arthur Blank ain't know what he was watching and what was going on. Yeah. Now I do not think that happened.
I'll say this, man, to bring it back to Matt Ryan being in charge. He saved the franchise one time, so I get why Arthur Blank said, hey, let's try it again, man. See if he can save us again. We was in the depths. Everything was all bad, and we had the greatest era we ever had. Let's bring that guy back in here, man. See if we can catch some magic and lightning in the bottle. Why not? He can't do much worse. I mean, that's my opinion on it. I don't know if he's going to be good at the job or not, but he can't be much worse. What they going to do, not make the playoffs? They've been doing that. So what they going to do, hire a bad coach? Been doing that. I mean, what's going to be different if he fails? At least you tried.
If he fails, what's going to be different is it's going to be, man, Ross should have stuck around. He should have kept going. They had turned the season around. They fired Fontenot and they found Ross. The narrative is going to be, you never stick with anything in this organization long enough to find out what it could be. That's the narrative is going to be. It's going, you know, and people who say, oh, if you don't like this Matt Ryan hire, it has something to do with Michael Vick. Man, get out of my face with that. I'm so tired of that narrative. Like, this has nothing to do any longer with Michael Vick and Matt Ryan. This has that narrative is played out. How long Matt Ryan was a quarterback here?
I don't know, 15, 16 years.
So if we're not talking about no Michael Vick and Matt Ryan, like if any sick individual still has that thought in their head because you are sick, if you still talking about Michael Jordan and LeBron James, it's nothing to talk about. If you still talking about Matt Ryan and Michael Vick, man, that's nothing to talk about. This man is going to be in a executive position, and I hear people, talking about, oh, well, if you don't like this Matt Ryan, you must still be stuck on Michael Vick. No, I'm gonna tell you this: if Matt Ryan's name is attached to these moves, you're gonna hear the roars from those people.
From what
Because
people?
in the eyes of some Falcons fans, Matt Ryan, just like you just said, he can't do no wrong.
I didn't say that. I said he saved Frank.
he can't do he can't do no wrong.
No, I
So
didn't
how
say
much
that.
time is we gonna allow Matt Ryan to play with the new toy? How much time? 5 years.
Yo, same as Terry.
He's gonna be now. He can't be the same as Terry because Terry has had
5 years.
Terry has done this.
Terry had 5 years.
I can hear everybody saying, "Oh, Matt, he just got in here. He just got the wheel." Same thing with Matt playing with a new offensive coordinator. He got to get time to learn offense. He got to learn time to learn how to be a GM. He got to get time to learn how to be a president.
Nobody's gonna say that. He got 5 years. He on the clock.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Y'all hate Matt Ryan. You hate Matt Ryan. I'm not gonna say y'all. I don't know everybody else. You hate Matt Ryan. I don't know why.
I just told you.
But
I think Matt Ryan, and I had this discussion with a guy when I was getting ready to leave out of work. I think Matt Ryan needs to stay in probably advisory role. Like, man, don't come in his room. Don't come in his room, bro. Hey man, what you think about this? That's all you need. That's
why?
it.
I guess why would he be
start,
beneficial? Why would that be beneficial to the organization for him to do that?
Like I said,
You want
stay in his
two
advisory
people in
role.
Rich and Arthur Blank is
Okay,
one.
let's just say this: is Matt Ryan the greatest Falcons player of all time?
Yes.
He's also probably, He's probably
one of them.
Also one of the most hated Falcons.
Who cares?
Honestly, not you. Because
I don't.
know why?
I care about results. I care about results.
Can't do. Hey man, if this works,
you're gonna have to find a new team to root for. And we'll call this Cowboy talk.
Like
I don't know. Giant talk. I don't know. Whatever we'll call it. We will have a new show on this channel if it works.
If it works, kudos to Matt Ryan. He finally got something right.
Rant, my bad. He'll be a 49ers fan. It'll be gold talk or something like that. That's what it'll be. Pardon me.
Hey, if this works, you say 5 years. I don't see. Matt Ryan probably knows a lot about football. I'll get that. Does he know how to evaluate talent on defense and offense and all that?
He's not going to be doing that. He's going to hire people to do that.
Yeah.
If he's doing that, he's doing the job wrong. You got to hire people to do that.
So why is let's not go back into this. But I was just gonna say, if he's gonna be doing what Rich McKay is doing, and Rich McKay's failed at it, then why are we even worried about if Rich McKay stays? But that's another
because Rich McKay doesn't know how to do the job. That's the problem. We got 25 years of proof that he doesn't. That's why. Don't mean you don't need a job. Like, you don't stop having a manager because you had a sorry manager. Like, somebody has to manage the job. You just find a person who can do the job. That's it.
Hey man, Khalil, you got anything else you want to say? We over the budget.
We've stumped him.
We over the budget.
He couldn't get his Matt Ryan head off properly.
We over the budget. Like I said,
the Falcons have a press conference Thursday, so we can come back and record, and you can get the rest of your head off. However, whatever, maybe an announcement then. It'll be official then, maybe.
I ain't saying if this works, kudos to Matt Ryan. Kudos.
Are you?
Man,
I got one question. Are you rooting for it to work?
Who?
You. Are you rooting for it to work?
I,
As a Falcon
hey,
fan, if he's the president,
you see that on my chest, right?
You know who you remind me of? You know who Kevin Stefanski is? How he never said Shadur's name. You can't even say, yeah, I'm rooting for Matt Ryan to do a good job if he's the president.
You see this on my chest. That answers the question.
Thank you. We got Khalil. Thank you for joining the show. Ben Stefanski, thank you for being with us today as well. I'm Earl Knows It All.
Falcon on my chest. Let's get it done. And I just said kudos to Matt Ryan. Hey man, if you want me to say I'm a Matt Ryan fan, I'm never gonna say it because I've never been a Matt Ryan fan. I ain't no Matt Ryan hater either, but I ain't no fan of him. It's on paper. It's on video. It's all around the city. I'm not a Matt Ryan fan.
I think we found our intro. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not a Matt Ryan fan. Yes.
Hey, we got our intro, people.
I'm not a Matt Ryan fan.
We know, man. We know.
Yeah, wait. But like I said, kudos. If he brings to the team what he couldn't do as a player to the city, kudos to him.
Oh man, a self-hating Falcon fan. I didn't know it was such thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, though. I don't know. It's crazy, but hey, man, y'all comment below. Tell us what y'all think, man. A little long today, but a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff, a lot of happenings. I thought we was gonna get just same old, but shout out to Arthur Blank for getting us some content, man. And Thursday, like we said, they got a press conference scheduled. So if anything updates, check us out. We'll be here, man, to keep y'all abreast. Tell us what y'all think about the firings. Should the guys have been fired? Do you believe Rich McKay is really gone? How do you feel about Matt Ryan? Do you hate Matt Ryan? Are you not a Matt Ryan fan? Will you root for him to help your team win? Comment below. Tell us, man. You got anything for the people, nephew, before we leave, man?
No, I'm just interested to see who they're gonna bring in as head coach.
Me too. We ain't even get into that, but yeah.
It's been a lot of firings around the league, so
and maybe something to come, man. Still, who knows? Hey, Matt LaFleur, go on and lose to the Bears, man. Get him on speed dial. Send him on up here.
Guy who came through here might be out of his job too.
Yeah.
Who that?
John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Well, if Harbaugh couldn't do it with Lamar and Derrick Henry, I don't want him around here.
It's hard to win in the NFL, man. I know you think it ain't, but you don't just press a button and win, man. The other team trying to win too.
If he couldn't get it done with Lamar and Derrick Henry in 2 years, why bring him here?
Sometimes you kick him with the kick, man.
With this conundrum we got going on, why bring him here?
Yeah, we shall see, man. We shall see. BeeWoo, anything for the people before we get out of here? It's your favorite thing. We shall see.
Hey, man. It is all good. You know, some people in the city is happy with what happened. Some people is half-hearted with what happened. Some people just outright cheesing ear to ear. They've been waiting for this day.
It's a new day.
They've been waiting for this day. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Something new. Not the same old, man.
No, it's always something new around here.
You need hope, man.
It's always something new. You can never get better if you don't have patience. Patience is a virtue.
Been 8-10 years? We've been patient enough.
How much patience you want people to have? 8 years of nothing. You want them to stay patient still. Hey, man. Good luck to them, man. Falcon fans, if anything updates, we'll be here, man. You gonna take us out of here, BeeWoo?
Peace up. A-Town down.
We'll see y'all soon.